Dear students, welcome to the Department of Electronics C programming class. I think today is your 18th class, okay? In the 17th class, what you studied about the switch statement available in C program, correct? Okay, we completed the switch statement. In today's class, you are going to study the looping statements available in C program. What we are studying here? Looping statements. Today we are going to study the looping statements available in the C program. There are mainly three types of the looping statements are there in C program. They are, first one is while, second one is do while, third one is for. What are the three statements available? What are the three loop statements means? They are the while, do while and the for statement. Okay. And before going to start the syntax of these statements, we should study why we have to study the looping statements. What is the necessary and when you are going to use these loop statements. If you want to repeat the statement in the program, then we are going to use the looping. Looping is nothing but what? Repeating. Okay. So here one point is there. Here another point is there. Okay. First I am moving from this point to this point and again I am coming back to this point. Again this like this. This is called what? The looping. Okay. That means I want to repeat this statement again and again. Then we are going to use the looping statement. In the C, what happens? We are having the three types of the looping statements. Okay. Let us study one by one. First one is what? The while statement. First one is what? Your while statement. For each and every statement, you should learn the syntax. Okay, let us learn the syntax of the while statement. What is the syntax means? It should begin with the keyword while. Afterwards, we are going to write the test condition. Okay. Afterwards, you are going to write the test condition. Remember that there is no semicolon here. Remember that there is no semicolon here. And next you are going to write the opening brace of this while statement. And next you are going to write the statement 1, statement 2 up to statement n. And next end of this while statement, and next you are going to write the, sorry, I will show you. Next statement. Okay, dear students, see it once again. It is very important that you should know the syntax properly. Okay, in the examination also, the syntax are asked for 2 marks. Okay. So, ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಸಿಂಟೆಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸಿಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 marks and if you go for 6 marks then we are asking explain with syntax. Then you have to write the syntax and you are going to explain with example. Okay na? So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು? So what is the syntax? Syntax is nothing but what? While is a keyword. What is keyword ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. And you are going to write the test condition. Which test condition you want to check, you are going to write. According to this test condition, what happens? This is called a while loop block ಅಂತನೂ ಕರಿಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. If the test condition is true means this block is going to executed. After executing this block, the next statement is going to executed. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾನು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್? ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಅದು ಈವನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ವೈಲ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದಿ ಎರರ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಎನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ, ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0. ಓಕೆ, I have to check that n value is equal to, remember that in the C program for the equal to we are using double equal to sign. Okay, that you studied in the operators. Okay, if this is equal, then ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, I want to say that n should be incremented by 1, that is n plus 1 is equal to n, or usually how we are writing, n is equal to n plus 1. In this way you have to write. Only one statement I am required here. I am not interested to write another one. So I am closing this, and afterwards I am going to print f percentage d and the n and the semicolon. Let us see how this is going to execute. Okay, and here what happens, you think that you have read the value as n is equal to 2. What happens here? While n value is taken as 2, is 2 is equal to 0, the condition is false. When the condition is false means this is not going to execute directly, it prints the value as 2. Okay, and next, here n is equal to 2. Here you think that instead of 2 I have taken as n is equal to 0. Then what happens? Condition is true. When the condition is true means what happens? It is incremented. N value is incremented by 1 and it is going to print your output is equal to 1. You are going to get the output is equal to 1. Like that, what happens? Your while statement is going to execute it. Okay. Now we will move to the do while statement. What happens in the do while statement? First, let us learn the syntax for the do while statement. What is the syntax? This syntax begin with the do. Do and next opening brace, and first only here you are going to write the statement 1, statement 2, any number of statements you can write here. Okay, statement n, and here we are going to check the condition while and the test condition. Let us take only TC, and here you have to write the semicolon. And next is the next statement. Okay, what is the syntax? You see it once again. Do, opening brace. Do is a keyword, opening brace, and next statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, and statement n, while test condition, and the next statement. So here you see in the do statement what happens. Before checking the condition, it is executes the body of the loop once. Okay, so I think I forget to tell this do is called the keyword and while is also the keyword, and here you are writing the test condition. How the execution process here means, first before checking the condition, at least once the body of the loop is executed. After executing this body of the loop, it checks the condition. If this condition is true means once again it executes this body of the loop. And again after executing, once again it checks. If it is true, then once again it is going to check the condition. That is why what happens, looping is nothing but what? Repeating the statements. Here, if you, how many times you want to repeat, that you are writing here. Okay, how many times this body of the loop is executes means till your condition is true. When the condition is false means then it stops executing this and your control goes to the next statement. Okay, so the important difference between the while and the do while is called a entry test condition. Okay, that is entry control looping statement. This is called a exit control looping statement. That means what? While exiting, it is checking the condition. Okay, whatever may be the condition, the body of the loop is execute at least once. Whereas in the while statement, if the condition is false means it is not going to enter in the loop, body of the while loop. Okay, here you see, I will show you what happens here. This is called an entry test condition. Okay, if this test condition is true means it is executing this one. Okay, after executing, what happens? Once again it goes here. Okay, once again it goes here. If this condition is true, once again it executes this one. If this is false, then only it executes the next statement. Okay, that is why it is called a entry test condition or entry controlled statement, and this is what your exit controlled statement. Whatever may be the condition, at least once the body of the do while is going to execute it. Okay, let us write a one simple program for the understanding of this do while statement. Okay, what I want to write means here, so let us take s is equal to 0, that means sum is equal to 0 I will take, and afterwards I am going to write the do, and here what I will do means I am going to write s is equal to s plus 1. Okay, and afterwards what I will do means I is equal to I plus 2. Okay, you see here how I am writing the condition, and next is the end of the do statement, and here I am writing the condition while what I am writing the condition means, sorry, here I will take sum plus I. Sum plus 1 also you can take, but I will take s plus I, and here what I will write means s is greater than 10 is the condition. What is my condition? S is greater than 10. And finally I am going to write it as, I am going to print the value. For print I will take printf %d and s. Okay, and if I have written the program means here I will write end of the program. So another one point you have to remember here, once again, in the do or in the while, in the body of the loop, if it has more than one statement, it should be in the opening flower bracket and the closing flower bracket, that is opening brace and the closing brace. You see here in this example how this is going to executed. So initially we have taken as s is equal to 0. Do, it is a keyword, so we are saying that do, and it is coming here directly, it executes value s is equal to okay. Let us begin once again. That I thought that is a recording is not proper, so just I have changed that recording. Okay, so here I will tell you the analysis part of this one. Okay, so what happens here? Do s is equal to s plus I. What happens here? S is equal to s plus I is nothing but I is nothing but actually we have initially before that I is also is equal to 0. That also we have declared in the program. So now our s value is equal to 0. Okay, and next here what happens? Just I am writing here one line for your understanding. Next I is equal to I plus 2. Initially what is your I value? I value is equal to 0. Okay, now your I value is equal to how much? 0 plus 2. Now our I value is equal to 2. So next after this it is checking the condition. While yes, what is your s value? 0 is greater than 10. Is the condition is true? 0 is greater than 10. No, the condition is not true. Okay, when the condition is not true means what happens? S is greater than 10. You have written here. The condition is false. When the condition is false means it is not executing the body of the loop again. It comes to the out of the loop. What we are calling, it comes out of the loop and it is going to print what is your s value in the program. Correct? And reverse of that. If I have taken s is less than 10. Correct? If s is less than 10, then what happens? If s is less than 10, then what happens? It is executing this once again. Okay, what happens? It is going to execute this once again. That means s is equal to 0. So already your I is equal to 2 is there. Here it checks the condition. S is less than 10. The condition is true. Once again your s value is equal to s plus I. S plus I is nothing but I is how much? It is 2. It is equal to 2. I is incremented by 2. That is 2 plus 2 is 4. In the next execution what happens? It is equal to 4. And now it is, while once again it checks the condition. S is less than 10. So less than 10 is nothing but what happens? Once again here 4 is less than 10. The condition is true. When the condition is true means once again it executes. How many times it executes? Till your s value is greater than 10. Okay, when your I value is equal to 8 plus 2, then 10. Now what happens? It is equal to 10 is less than 10. Okay, so then also the condition here what happens? So that is why I am going to take it as 10. 10 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. When the condition is true means it is not going to execute the body of the loop. What it executes, it is going to execute the next statement available in the program. That is your s value is going to print it as 10. Like this what happens? These statements are repeating how many times? Depends on the condition. Okay, so depends on your condition, your statements are going to repeating. Okay, let us revise the while and do while statement again. Okay, so what happens? This is what the syntax of the while statement. What is the syntax of the while statement? It begins with the keyword while, test condition, opening brace, statement 1, statement 2 up to statement n, end of the while statement, and here we are writing the next statement. Okay, if the test condition is true means it is going to execute this set of statements. Afterwards, once again it is going to check the condition. If the once again the test condition is true means it repeats this body of the while loop. When the test condition is false means it is executing the next statement available in the program. Similarly, what happens? The do statement. What is the do statement? In the do statement, the body of the do statement executes at least once before checking the condition. So that is why it is called a exit control statement. Okay. So after executing, what is the syntax? Do, opening brace, statement 1, statement 2, any number of statements you can write here. At the end, after writing the end of the brace, we are going to write it as a while and the test condition. Afterwards, we are going to write the next statement. Till the condition is true, the body of the do statement is executed. When the condition is false, it is going to execute the next statement. Okay, let us write one simple program using while. Okay, which program we are going to write means write a program, write C program to find given number is even or odd. Okay, given number is even or odd. Okay, so how to find? As usual, what you are doing, you are writing this is what the command line I have written, and next, so here write the link section. Afterwards, we are writing the main. Okay, main, and next first is the thing I am going to read the number. For reading what I should first declare the number. I am going to read the integer. I will take a. Afterwards, I am going to read that number. Scanf percentage %d. Next is you are going to write as ampersand a. Okay, after reading, I have to check that the given number is even or odd. How we have to check the given number is odd? How you are going to find? If the remainder is equal to 0, then we are going to say that the given number is even. So that is why what I am writing here. Then you have to think which statement I have to use. Before entering the loop only, I have to decide that n a modulo division by 2 is equal to 0. Correct? Read the number. If that number divided by 2 is equal to 0, then I am going to print that the given number is even. Okay, given number is even. Or you can say that given number is even, and also you can write that is equal to percentage %d. Which number I have to write means here, that also you can write, and end of the program. Okay, this is the one simple program using while statement. Here you can ask the one question that is it necessary to use the while statement? The same program can be written using the if statement also. That is correct. Okay, so just for your understanding, I have written this. Next, we will write a one program that should repeat the statements. Okay, so what is my intention is I want to print the natural numbers between 1 to 20. Okay, so what we have to do means between 1 to 50 you have to print using while. Let us write using while only. Directly I am giving you the program. Then how you are going to do? Okay, what is the program? Write the program to print 1 to 50 using while statement. Then how you are going to print? Let us see. So as usual, you are writing everything. So I am going to begin the program with the main. Okay, and just I will take here two variables I have to take. One is for integer as I is equal to 1. Okay, and next what another one variable I am needed means I will tell you here. While I will check while how many numbers I want? 50. Here you write I is less than or equal, I is greater than or equal to 50. I is greater than or equal to 50. Correct? So what I should do? Printf percentage D I. Okay, and close the program. Oh, sorry, not the close the program. So here I should take opening brace. After this line I have to increment the value. Okay, I have to increment the value, that is I plus plus, and close the while loop and close the end of the program. So with just these 3 or 4 lines, your program is going to print 1 to 50. I will tell you how this values is going to print. Okay, all of you, we know main is nothing but it begins the program. When you declare int I is equal to 1, then what happens? For us, the 2 bytes of memory, it has some address. So one variable is I is equal to 1. So I is stored here. It is a 2 bytes, and what is its variable name? It is called a address. Remember that it is called the address. Name of the variable is I. 2 bytes of memory is reserved here. Okay. So when I is equal to 1. Next what happens here? While I is nothing but how much here? I is equal to 1 is greater than or equal to 50 is your first condition. Is this condition is true? Yes, I is greater than or equal to 50. That condition is false. Correct? If that condition is false means what happens? This is not going to execute it. What I should take? You have to remember like that. You have to take I is less than or equal to 50. You have to take, not greater than. Correct? When I is less than or equal to 50, then this is going to execute it. If I is, so this condition is nothing but what happens? It is not going to execute this block directly. It ends the program. In the second case, what happens? I is equal to how much here? 1. This is less than or equal to 50. I1 is less than or equal to 50. Then what happens? The condition is true. When the condition is true means what you are saying? You are saying that printf percentage D. So then it is going to print the 1 value. And next you are saying that I should be incremented by 1. I plus plus is nothing but what? I is incremented by 1. That means I is equal to 2. Okay? I is equal to 2. Now your I value is equal to 2. Okay, what happens here? It is not going to end the while loop. once again your loop goes to check the condition here for the while. Okay, it checks the condition. In this condition here what happens, your I value is equal to 2. In the next condition your I value is equal to 2. 2 is less than or equal to 50. Once again what happens, this condition is true. Correct? If this condition is true means you are saying that print that I value. What is your I value? I value is equal to 2 is printed. What is the next statement? I plus plus. Now the I value is equal to 3. I value is equal to 3. Okay, sorry dear students. Okay, and let us continue. Now what happens? Your I value is equal to 2. Okay, correct. What happens? I value is printing 2. And next I is incremented. In this what happens, after printing I is equal to 2, I is incremented as 3. Once again it checks the condition is true, it is printing 3. I value is incremented as 4, 5, like that. What happens, it is going to check the condition till I is equal to 50. When I is equal to 50, here you see what happens. When I is equal to 50, it checks the condition. I is less than equal to 50, here what happens, it is going to say that it is equal to 50, the condition is true, so I is also incremented. So finally after printing this, I value is printed as 50. Okay, after printing that 50, now I is incremented, I is equal to 51. 51 is less than 50, condition is false. Equal to 50, condition is false. When the condition is false means this is not going to executed. Then your control comes to the next statement after this end of this while statement. What is the next statement? Next statement is end of the program. Like this your program is ending, and what it is printed? It is printed between the 1 to 50. Okay, this is called what? The analysis of the program. Like this you have to analyze the program. Actually, after analyzing, we come to know that the program is going to print 1 to 50. Dear students, what you do means you try to write the program. First program is print the even numbers between, print even numbers, only even numbers between 1 to 100. What is your program is? Write a program to print the even numbers between 1 to 100. Second program is find the sum of even numbers. Find the sum of even numbers between 1 to 20. Try these programs. Okay, meet in the next video.